tell you, you cannot be a good pastor unless you learn that not all people who are coming in the church every Sunday are coming to worship. Some of them are looking for healing of the wounds inflicted on them. Once you realize that the people are sitting before you might have come to seek. No, look. When they call me and be a bishop, I'm just longing to find a church where I can just enter and worship my God, where people will not question things. I just want to enter and worship my God. And I ask them, why do you do this? Why are you asking so? I say, my bishop, I have gone through a lot in the hands of pastors. Meaning, wounded sheep. We brought to you the book of Ezekiel 34. Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Imara. Remove Israel. You remove Israel from it. He's saying, instead of saying Israel, say Imara. Prophesy against them. And he's saying why? Prophesy and say to them, this is what the sovereign Lord say. Woe to you shepherds of Israel, of Imara, who only take care of yourself. Should not a shepherd take care of the sheep? So the first accusation from the Lord is they do not have what? They don't have care. Meaning, as you are growing in pastoral life, please ask God to give you care. It is important for your salvation, for your calling as a pastor. Then he's saying, and then he begins now to say the condition of the flock. Move. He say, you eat the cards, you close them with the wool. Move. I want to see the flock. Then he say, you have not, number one. He begins to explain their condition. He's saying, you have not strengthened the weak. So, who is this? Who is this called the weak? Please say louder. The person who is called the weak is the sheep. Now, if the sheep is called the weak, who is this one called the strong? Now, if you are to strengthen, are you supposed also to be weak? You must be. So when the Lord is looking at the sheep and the shepherd, the same eye see the shepherd as strong and the sheep as weak. So you cannot fall in the same thing that brings the sheep down, right? Meaning, you cannot also be, we are fighting with you to come back to church early. We can't fight with you to come to church early. That's not right. That will be, that is now, apostasy. He's saying, in the eye of the Lord, the shepherd is strong. But in the eye of the Lord, the sheep is weak. The sheep is weak. Is that right? So when you are shepherding a weak sheep, how are you supposed to respond? Strengthen. In your pastoral calling, when they call you, even if you don't have, just strengthen them. And strengthen means encourage them. I have told you, never ever tell the sheep I don't have. Eti amekupigia anataka unga na unawaambia enyewe umenipigia wakati mbaya mwezi kokona. Don't say those words to the sheep because they see you as their strengthener. They see you as their hope. Find a solution. Is that right? Don't tell the sheep nitakuombea. Omba. Don't promise them out. Will you pray for them? You pray. Act on their issues. Is that right? The next condition he's raising is saying, or healed the sick. Or healed the sick. Look at me. Did I not tell you that when Jesus wrote the book of Matthew 35, chapter 9, verse 35, he said he healed them. Serious. Meaning, when they approached the Messiah, They already had conditions in their heart. They had issues. They were battling. I want you to know that when you see this church full to the brim, those people are battling a lot of issues. They are struggling with a lot. It's good to be a pastor who is able to understand. So we are coming back here. Take us to Proverbs 27, 23. So the Lord is saying, the sheep is sick, the sheep are also injured, the sheep are going astray, the sheep are also lost, and you should not rule them. Should not rule them. A shepherd never does what? A shepherd never rules. A shepherd shepherds. That's why I was telling you, not all people on the pulpit are pastors. There are those who are ruling them. Do not rule them, you should shepherd them. Is that all right? So the condition of the sheep is here. Now, look at me. Look. You will write. Bado, haujaandika hata. Ngoja. A shepherd must not be what? Must never be harsh. I am telling you why I was not a pastor for 16 years. I was just a preacher. A shepherd cannot be harsh, because the people you are harsh to, they need strength, they are sick, they are wounded, they are lost, they gone astray. You cannot be harsh at them, and you cannot be brutal with them. Take me back to the book of Proverbs 27:23. He's saying, be sure you know the condition of your flock. Be sure. Other word to be sure means ensure. Sindio? Be sure you know. Don't guess. Meaning, Pastor Morandia, you have how many members in your team? 76. You must be sure you know their condition. Meaning, they must be having different conditions. You can't treat them equal. They are not equal. In this church, I know those to rebuke and those not to rebuke. I know. Kuna yule mwenye kwenye dhambi ndampenda sana, anambia wewe Bwana atakusaidia, kuja kwanza nikununulie soda. Kisha nunulie soda, anambia wewe sasa unajua sasa Bwana atakusaidia. Alafu vile namkemea wewe utajua namkemea. Anambia angalieni nani sasa Bwana namsaidia. The Lord is helping this person. You are growing. You are growing means grow. Sindio? You are growing. So instead of telling him grow, you are saying you are opposite, right? Growing. The Lord is helping you. Alafu sasa anaanza kuchange pole. It is different. Ungemwambia wewe wacha wewe. It's different. Sindio? He's saying you must be sure you know the condition of your flock. Condition of your flock. And then he said give care attention to your herds. Give careful attention to your herd. So that is the book we are talking about. The book of Ezekiel 34. Where the book of Ezekiel 34 from verse 1 is recording the condition of the sheep that we are taking care of. See you? And we've said you must be aware of the condition. So when they appear before you, you don't become reckless with them. Because you have known their level. You've known what they are going through. Their condition. So you don't become reckless. Is that right? Now you go back to the book of Matthew, chapter number 9, verse 35 to verse 36. You are going back there. Our main scripture. The book of Matthew, chapter number 9, verse 35 to verse 36. So now look what we are discussing. This is what we have been discussing. Teaching them and healing them. It is in healing them where we found that you cannot heal them without knowing their diseases and sicknesses. And we have called diseases and sicknesses, we have called it what? Their conditions. Is that understandable? No. The condition of the sheep. And we said, your role as a pastor is to cure this. Diseases and sicknesses. Meaning, they will come to church with a lot of challenges. Those challenges will be brought to you raw as they are. You are supposed to provide solution. Now, as you bring solution in their lives, you will realize they are healed. Now they can worship the Lord. And sometimes they'll come to you and they begin to cry. They call you like this, unapokea simu. Anakwambia, askofu, mimi niko na maneno mengi sana. Hata amesahau kusema jina yake. Niko na maneno mengi sana. What is the problem? Bishop, the way amenifanya. So your role is now to listen, not interrupt. Listen, by encouraging, oh yes, the Lord is going to help you. And sometimes the problems they are going through, you do not have solution. But you show them Christ. Silvio, is that all right? Once you know their condition, you will realize they are going to come to you sick with diseases and sicknesses in their heart. They are wounded. Your role is to bring them back and heal them so they can now begin worshiping your God. Is that all right, beloved people? Don't become pastors who are reckless. You are harsh. You are throwing words to the sheep. You are going to destroy the sheep. Don't destroy the sheep of Christ. Is that all right? Don't destroy the sheep of Christ. They are coming to you in their wounded state. Look, the sheep will come to you in their weakest point, and they will share very vital things, very sensitive things. I have learned one thing with the sheep. They want someone to listen. And if you give them the ear, they will tell you everything, believing that you are mature enough not to speak out. So in a part of taking care of your sheep, ensure that you do not speak the things that the sheep speaks to you outside. Don't share. Do not share. Are we speaking, beloved people? The book of Psalms 23 from verse 1 to verse 6. He's saying, Psalm of David, the Lord is who? The Lord is my shepherd. And if the Lord is my shepherd, what will not happen? I lack nothing. So let me ask you, who is this? This is the sheep talking. This is a sheep talking about mchungaji wangu anatoka Imara. Ama mchungaji wangu anaitwa nani? I have learned one thing. If you shepherd them well, they will evangelize themselves. Just shepherd them, they will call each other. Pastor wako imagine mama nani, imagine nipigia mchungaji wangu hata hashiki simu. Oh, don't worry, I'm giving you the number of my pastor. My pastor listens. Oh, my pastor will visit you. My pastor is different. Mama nani, haki mtoto wangu, imagine mtoto wangu alipokufa, hata tukazika, hata kanisa yangu haiko kuja. Nasema come to our church, my pastor cares. They will begin to evangelize themselves. Just imagine tangu nipate mtoto, hata hakuna mtu amwaye niongelesha. Anasema, kwani hiyo kanisa hili nakaa aje? Haki pastor wetu kwetu kanisani, kwetu wanapenda watu watakuja. Come to my church. Anasema, my shepherd, the Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. What does it mean? As a pastor, the sheep under you must not feel that they are not being attended to. You must not create vacuum until they are feeling. Look, sometimes I wonder whether the sheep of Imara are also calling shepherds outside, because I'm receiving a lot of calls from outside Imara. And sometimes I wonder whether kumbe kondo wa Imara pia wanapiga simu mahali wanatafuta msaada, meaning pastor them in a way that they will not look for another pastor outside. When they say this, I lack nothing, they will not go outside, because in whatever they are going through, you are available. Look, take it up. He's saying, he makes me lie in a green pasture. He leads me beside quiet waters. This is a sheep giving report about his pastor, what the pastor is doing. Refreshes my soul. He guides me along the paths for his name's sake. And then look. I'm going to the next arakaraka. Next, he's saying, even though I walk through darkness, meaning even though there is trouble in my family, even though my husband has said what, even though kazini meambiwa nitafukuzwa, even though means a lot of things, right? Even though I go through this, what will I not do? I will fear nothing. Why? You are with me means availability. A pastor must be available for the sheep. Not available in calls, available in the days of their trouble. Must be available when the sheep is in trouble. Look at the way he's speaking. He's saying, your rod and your staff, you know what they do? You know what they do? What are they doing? They comfort me. Meaning, a pastor must be a comforter. You must comfort your sheep. Meaning the sheep must feel comfortable under you. A sheep must feel comfortable under you. This sheep must have been going through a lot. He say, even though I go through a lot of trouble, I have no problem. Then he say, you prepare a table before my enemies, like that. And then he say, you anoint me like this, and my cup overflows. Then what is he saying next? Surely goodness will not. Okay, the Lord. Let us clap to that shepherd. That is a powerful shepherd, isn't it? So the book of Matthew chapter number 9, verse 35 and verse 36. Let's be saying, when he saw the crowds, who are these people? Who are these people? The sheep. They have another word called the crowd. Meaning, the sheep, if you attend well to them, they will crowd that church. They will crowd that church. Hey, kanisa nani na grow haraka? Hey, a lot of other shepherd will say, he is poaching from us. He is not poaching from you. The sheep are running the right shepherd. Listen, I'm trying to say, if you become a good pastor, let me tell you the truth. You will not go to a crusade. You won't go to crusade. They will come themselves. The sheep has a way, wako na njia ya kuitana wenyewe. Alafu wewe utapigana mchungaji mwenzako. Wewe unanyang'anya kondoo. Nani hawezi kunya kondoo unanyang'anywa aje? The worst thing you can do on this planet as a pastor is to own kondoo kusema ni wako. Kondoo can never be yours. Kondoo belongs to the shepherd who is the Lord Jesus. Si ndio? So, unanyang'anya kondoo. Kondoo wangu, eti kondoo wangu amekuja kwako. Kondoo wako cannot come kwangu. Hauna kondoo. Hauna. Kondoo wako kuanzia lini? Wewe ulikufia nini nani? Ulikufia nani ukaokoa nani? Kondoo wako aje? Kwani wewe damu yako inaweza osha dhambi ya nani Kenya? Hata tukisema tu sasa tukupeleke tu uoshe damu ya mtu mmoja. Utaosha gani? So wewe sema eti umenyang'anya kondoo. What am I saying? When he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them. What is the other word of compassion? Mercy, number 2. Pity, number 3. Say louder. Empathy, number 4. Many things. He's saying a shepherd must be a compassionate leader. You must be a compassionate leader. Meaning, huyu mtu anahitaji kukemewa na kufukuzwa kanisani. Lakini unamwangalia unasema hapana. Instead of kufukuza nimeamua kurekebisha. Wacha nimsaidie. And let me tell you, some people can be very bad people. But if you correct them and help them in love, and one day now they are strong, they will come back one day and say, Pastor, thank you. You did what? You did what? You helped me. Saying, he had compassion on them. Why? No, ngoja, wacha kukimbia wewe unakimbia. Pole. Look at me, beloved people. He had compassion on them because they were harassed. Zoom this one. They were harassed. So, who are these people who are called they? The sheep were harassed. He's saying they had compassion. He had compassion because they were harassed. So now, beloved people, under your leadership, never harass the sheep of Christ. A good shepherd never harasses. And then you are going to ask me, what is harassment? Harassment sometimes is sharing their secrets out. Sindio? Harassment sometimes means they brought an issue to you, then unawaongelesha kwa ukali bila huruma. Harassment. Harassment sometimes means they come to you and then you want to rebuke them publicly in church. And sometimes they are so young to withstand such kind of rebuke. Harassment. Harassments, I don't know. Can you somebody give another thing of harassment? Msaidie kuhubiri. Another thing of harassment. Other way of harassing the sheep. Being harsh on them. Another one? Abusive languages. Hey, I am told nowadays pastors abuse people. There is a day I received a good number of sheep. in the church. And then they told me, I said, hey, why have you come? Can I be a bishop? Nimechoka na matusi. I said, hey, what are you talking about? Matusi aje? Hey, bishop, pastor yangu atakuita majina yote hii dunia hii. Atakutusi mbaya. I said, hey, but when did we reach that level where this tongue that is preaching the gospel is now becoming abusive? Where did we reach that level? It is happening amongst the brethren. What is it that will make a pastor harass the sheep? I want to help me. Let us think aloud. I'm asking. Look at me. Look. I am asking. What is it that will cause a pastor to behave like this? What is it? Just help me. What do you think it can be? Pride. Pride, isn't it? Hey, pride is bad, eh? Another thing? Arrogance. So do not be arrogant, isn't it? Another thing? Huh? Carelessness. Me, I will tell you when the church grows big. Me, I will tell you many pastors are very humble when church is small. When anambia, ay mama nani usiende jamani. Sasa ukienda tatoa worshipers wapi? Worshipers wakifika 100, kanisa imejaa mpaka huko. Akiangalia parking anaona magari zimejaa na pengine kuna Prado hapo ndani na nini. Halafu tunakuja wanakaa mbele yake hivi. Huyu mtu roho yake inaanza kushift pole if they are not careful. Wanaanza kupata hataki kuona widows. Amekaa kwa ofisi baada ya ibada akutani na members. Sometimes you hear the messages that I receive and you read them, you realize the sheep are looking for help and they are desperately looking for it. Desperately. And one thing that I've learned, I don't know, you help me and I pray that you can help me when I'm going wrong, you can tell me mapema. Because I don't want that thing to happen to me. You hear the sheep saying, please don't tell my pastor. And I said, hey, I don't tell your pastor. Because sometimes you think that whatever they're going through can be easily handled in their church. You say, but this one needs attention ya pastor wako. Akae na we chini. We uko mbali. Sasa we uko mbali. I can't come there. Can you have Bishop, please don't tell my pastor. I say, hey, why do you want to? He said, Bishop, if you tell my pastor, it will go to the pulpit. It will be preached on the pulpit. Or utasikia katikati ya members of the church. So one of the ways of harassing the sheep and making them helpless is when instead of them running to you, they are running to other people outside. They are helpless. And when you reach this place, you have lost ability to shepherd. If you have reached a place where the people under you are not coming to you with their issues, you are no longer a pastor. You are just on the pulpit. You are no longer a pastor. If you reach a point where the sheep under you are categorized as helpless, they are looking for help outside. They don't want you to know. Hawataki ujue. Just like your children are going to another man in the next door. See, baba nani, nilikuwa naomba unisaidie, nilikuwa naomba hii kitu nafanywa aje? Then hujauliza baba yako baba yangu, wewe nisaidie tu. Baba yangu, baba yangu, meaning huyu mwanaume ni mkali kwa nyumba, watoto cannot do what? Cannot access him. He's not listening. He has no use listening here. When the sheep are helpless, this shepherd has no what? Listening here. And he's saying, like sheep without, meaning at this stage, they have no shepherd. Okay. How did Jesus respond to helpless? No. Go back. Look at me. Everybody look at me here. This is where the character of a shepherd is. He's saying, how did Jesus respond to helpless sheep who have been harassed by a shepherd? He responded by compassion. He responded by compassion. If you are compassionate, the helpless sheep and the sheep who have been harassed will run to your altar. And the shepherds who this shepherd who did not take care of this sheep will begin to accuse you that unanyang'anya yeye nani? Kondoo. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. What is the next thing? Look at the next thing. Look at the next thing. The harvest is so plenty, but there are no workers. Who are these people? Shepherds. So when Jesus was preaching his days, he could not see shepherds. He could not see shepherds. Because a shepherd must attain a certain level of quality in heart. He looked at them handling the Bible. He looked at them on the pulpit and he dismissed all of them. He said, there are no shepherds in that church. There are no shepherds in that church. You can be a shepherd right here seated in a suit ordained, but in the eyes of the Lord, you are not a shepherd. In the eyes of the Lord. Because the qualities of a shepherd, you do not have. 47:3, look at this. Pharaoh calls you in and asks, what is your occupation? What is your occupation? Wewe unafanyanga nini, kazi gani? You might be an engineer, you might be a doctor, you might be anything there. But he's saying, you should answer, your servants have tended the lives of... No. Give me amplified. It shall be that when Pharaoh calls you and say, what is your occupation? Answer. He's saying, you shall say, your servants